Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about pivot tables. It's the one you've all been waiting for. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into it. So first what we're going to want to do is insert a pivot table into a new worksheet. So to do that, Control Shift left, down. We're going to copy that, come over here to insert pivot table. Now we want our whole home sales range in that table. We're going to insert that into a new worksheet. Hit OK. Here we go. Here is our pivot table field. So we have filter, columns, values, and rows. Now, with that, what we're going to want to do is go ahead and drag our values. So we want home sold. Total sales, average acreage, and percent of sales. We're also going to want our region and city in this row column. So we're going to drag region and city. Now, as far as our homes sold, what we can go ahead and enter in is our sales price, or as far as our homes sold, we're basically going to want it summarized as our count. So first we're going to enter in sales price, then we're going to enter in acreage. All right, great. Our pivot table is coming together. We now have our sum sales price, sum of acreage. Now, with this, what we're going to want to do is drag in the new count. So for our count, we're going to want the sales dates added, because now we can count the sales made. So that can be used as homes sold. We can rename that as homes sold. Homes sold. Over here we have sum of sales price. We're going to have this called total sales. And then over to the right, we're going to have average acres. And we are going to basically sum everything up. So now that we have all of this info, first things we're going to want to do is come over here to the home sold and create all these into a percent. So copy and paste. Now what we're going to want to do is come over here, format cells. What we want to format it in is a percent. So with that, come over here down to percent. We want 0 decimal, or we do want 2 decimal places. This can be used later. Now, as far as our total sales, what we want to do is enter this in as a currency. So, as far as a currency, here we go. And our average acres. Now, currently, we do not have it as an average. We can format that, and then we can summarize it as average. Go over here to number. Okay. Okay, great. This was pretty much how you start a pivot table. You can always continue on from this or stop whenever you need, but pivot tables, the explanation is you really want to just give a general view to make it easy for non-technical people. Now, say you wanted to add something called a slicer. With that, you can come all the way over here, pivot table analyze. As you can see, you have many options available. You also can change the design as well, depending on what you need. Insert over here. As you can see, we have our Data as far as pivot table, it does not give you the option to do slicer over there. So you have to come over here for slicer. So use slicer to filter data visually. Now, as far as our data model, we are going to have to select everything first, Control Shift right and left, insert, and then come all the way over here to slicer. We can add certain slicers for each. Say I want slicers for these. Now look at that. It makes things way easier. Now we just have buttons, and it's connected as well. Okay, great. I hope you guys understand the importance of pivot tables and slicers. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.